Except you feel like your energy is
I always sleep better than I get my acupuncture treatment. But that's the one thing I noticed, like, wow, I just feel like,
Whoa, this pan's a little hot.
sorry, what did you ask?
Lala.
1 minute, 1 minute.
Good morning, good morning. I'm actually live.
Oh.
I pushed the button on accident. So we are live.
Are we live?
Hey, Lala.
Yes, sir.
No, I'm just posting the stories.
Yes. Nice. You want me to start with a prayer?
Beach cakes. Yes. I'm going to put this.
Or what are you calling my name for?
Is that Discover Hill?
Oh, I think so. Check this out.
Oh, you want to make sure you put a lot in. Yeah.
No, we're live. I want you to come and
Oh.
say a prayer here in a
Okay.
second. Just hold.
All right.
Just chill.
Good. I can finish.
Take a breath.
Have you never been to Miami? You've never been to Miami?
No, never been to Miami.
Never been to Cocoa Beach either? Yeah. Okay. It's right across the street. Nice. I was telling Steven this morning.
Okay, so we got that going. Welcome, everyone. Just go ahead and hit the share button and let me know if you like gluten-free, organic, delicious hotcakes. Beach cakes. Beach cakes. Beach life.
A lot of traffic.
Which group are you in?
I like to have a little Discover Heal.
No, sorry, I don't get notifications for some reason, so I was trying to make sure.
Right? I think so.
I don't know. Check. I gotta figure out why I don't get notifications. Alright, that's it.
Lots of pressure here, folks. You know, you got VIP celebrity. I'm going to turn this around. Whipping up the hot cakes. And look at that. Lots of pressure. And everyone's very quiet, like staring at me. So, there they are. That's the finished product. Who wants another one? Everyone's full. Paul, let's give Paulo his first pancaking.
Yes! He's still trying to digest that cookie.
Lala, deliver him a mini cake.
Yes.
Start with Paulo, a real small one.
Just give him butter too.
Just a little bit of butter.
A little bit of butter to me is a lot of butter.
Okay.
Melt down. You flip it over and you melt it out. How do you think? Do you think you'll want a little
Yeah,
maple syrup?
just a little bit.
Now, Stephen, we need a maple syrup heater for next time.
All right.
Yeah.
Delicious.
How about knife?
Just bring it to him. His first meal in 10 days. What are you over here like in the like a
I was hilarious.
Yes. Enjoy your breakfast. All right. So Lala, go ahead and start us off with a prayer. Here you go.
Look at this map. Today is Grateful Sunday. I'm grateful today because we have all these friends with us and we have enough funds to actually all be together in this beautiful Heal home. But the thing I'm most grateful about today is this morning when I woke up, I've been watching the I Am Challenge again, and I watched number 3 about, what was the name of it?
I am humble. Day 2.
No, day 3.
Oh, you watched both of them then.
Yeah.
Courage.
I am courage. So today I'm grateful because when I heard this story of Stephen in Fiji and how he almost drowned, it was gripping. So I'm grateful he's alive. Yay! Anyway, thank you, Lord. I just like to start off the day with prayer. Thank you, Father, for the power of your vision, the vision you have granted us from before we were even born, you put that vision in our heart to serve you, the good shepherd, up on a hill with all the sheep, with the staff standing there, all the words of wisdom from Genesis, Proverbs, all the Bible, the power of your vision for this earth and for human beings, and that is the power of the vision that's fueling the company Heal, a company founded in your name and for your glory. We just praise and worship you, and we just are so grateful on bended knee. We are just want to touch your robe and just bring glory to the earth. We thank you for everything, and we just pray that you would continue to help our company grow, to touch those that are at home right now that are weeping because they don't have enough money, or they're sick, or they're crying from grief of the loss of a loved one, which is how Heal was founded, and those that have been treated wrong by others, the little animals that are weeping, humankind, those on the earth that are sick because the earth is groaning and dying. Please continue to help us to reach out to all of those people. Let them right now feel the hope, and send out your angels on assignment to all those that we need to touch today. Send them right now and lead us directly to those that are weeping and need us, or are happy and need to rejoice. We just thank you, and we give you all the glory in Jesus' name. Amen. Amen. All right, Munson. Oh, Lane, why don't you go ahead and start? I know you want to eat, Lane, but come on.
Everyone's a little nervous.
I'm not nervous.
The king of the castle. Let me show you around real quick. Welcome. We have a tent back here in case anyone needs a place to stay. Beautiful outdoors. Gratitude. What a powerful message of gratitude. To be thankful, to be grateful. And I'm personally grateful that we had the ability to break free. Each and every one of us have an opportunity in our life to have a breakthrough, to have a transformation, to be able to that as a community, to be able to unite, lock arms, and as a community to elevate and to rise. So we're gonna make a great, I think what happens is people get into the end of the year and they make a decision whether they're gonna go into hibernation or they're gonna go full throttle. And this morning I woke up on December 1st, just after, went to bed late last night. As you see behind me, the gentle giant, the king of the castle, and his bride made the decision to drive 4 hours out of their way late at night just to surprise us for a few hours. We all were excited. I was so starstruck and excited I couldn't even speak. And we had an awesome opportunity for everyone to connect and hang out by that big flag you see, our big old map of the world behind us. And went to bed late, woke up like, oh man, I gotta get into the gym. Put on a 40-pound weight and just started to move until I could start to sweat, and so I could start to realize that I had unlimited power inside of me. Unlimited strength, vitality, energy, greatness, gifts, skills that were unstoppable. Only by me I can stop my strength. Only by me I can stop my power. Only by me I can stop my blessings. Only through me I can stop my greatness. So I make a decision every single day of my life to go back at it full throttle. It is inspiring to wake up and you see your mom in the other room watching day 2 of the I Am Challenge, where I'm going, this is the original Heal House. And I opened this little shed that I lived in. If you haven't seen it, it's day 2. Go into the I Am Challenge. Most of you went all in yesterday. Log in, watch day 2. I'm opening the original Heal House. It was a shed in Hawaii. And I said, hey, today I got a negative $36 bank account. It actually bounced last night, a $35 fee, and it was $1 overdraft. And I walk out to my car that was broken down. And I wasn't too prideful to show you the truth. But I said in 5 years from now, when many of you watch this, things will be different. And that's the way it is today. And each day you have a decision to get up, to get after it, and to go out and do something, or to sit back and relax. And I want to end it this year strong, 2020 strong, because it's the end of a decade. It's the beginning of a legacy. And when you start December 1st, you got a decision to go into hibernation mode, to celebrate all the events throughout the year, to Christmas and into the New Year's, and have all the 12 holidays, the 12 days of Christmas. And then you can get to January 1st, and you can start where many of you could begin today. And so the idea is, as a community, we help inspire one another to begin today like it's 2020, January 1st. That way, in 31 days from now, you'll have so much momentum, so you'll be fully inspired. You'll be a different person on January 1st, 2020. But if you wait until 11:59 p.m., New Year's Eve, to end your decade week, then you want to wake up and be strong on the first day of next year. You can do that. But I think that's a mistake. So I want to inspire you. I want to encourage you. I want to let you know that no matter where you are today, if you're walking into your shed, if you have a $34 negative bank account, if you have a broken down car outside, that you can make it happen. But you have to begin today. On a Sunday, you got to begin today. I'm not saying don't take a day of rest. I actually like to take a day of rest on Saturday, a day of rest on Friday. Take your rest, but work hard this whole entire month. And don't let your circumstances to dictate the outcome of your life. Don't let what you have right now in your bank account navigate your financial freedom of the future. Don't let the way your body feels, if it's tired, if you're irritated, if you have pain or struggle, don't let that dictate how your future is going to be. You have to get up, move. Like Paulina went out today, got some vitamin D and vitamin G on the ground, on the earth, in the sun. Think about God. What God created for this, for each of us, is the ground, the earth, the sun. Those are underutilized ways of greatness that you got to get out there, though, and you got to stand in the ground barefoot. You got to get into the sun and enjoy the vitamin D, and you have to take the things inside of you that are going to help you have a better life. And it begins with community, family. It begins with the decision inside of you that you're going to make it happen. So the way we're going to help you is we've put together a contest to give away $10,000 this month to 15 winners. So many of you have the ability to win. Just an extra, maybe a little financial boost to start next year even better than before. And we're going to put that up today. You get 1 point for a VIP, 2 points for a big profile profits, 3 points for I Am Challenge, and 5 points for a business class. As I like to tell everybody, to give you a heads up, you might have to make a tough decision this holiday season and dedicate $500 to the business class. And the way it's going to work is this. I'm pretty successful in some people's eyes. I've been able to start a business with $1 that generated over $1 million. I've been able to go from a drug addict 16 years to sober for 6. I've been able to go from a sex addict to celibate for 5 years. I've been able to turn a $380 point credit score to a 780. I've been able to have a transformation in my life in every sense of the word. Wellness, health, wealth, love, happiness, faith, family, fun. Physically, emotionally, spiritually, financially. However, I'm a student and I'm hungry to learn. So what I do is I surround myself with people that know how to do things that I don't know how to do. And what business class is going to be is me as a student learning from experts to be able to take my life to the front of the jet, to the front of the plane, to the next level. So when I go in to learn how to do things that I don't know how to do, what I do for that is interactively show you how to do it as well by learning from experts all over the world. And not everybody in here realizes what they're lacking or weak in because we avoid it. And I look at it intimately. What am I good at? What am I weak at? Who can I learn from to become better, to enrich the lives of others? And that's how business class is going to be, to elevate your life to the next level. So to give you the heads up, on December 5th, we're going to give you the opportunity to get access to it for half price. So you got from now until then to make the decision. And some of you have to make a hard decision. Do I give my kids a smaller present this year to be able to flourish their lives later? And that's a tough decision I can't make for you. Or are you going to make the decision not to buy specific things or waste money on things that you don't need to take your life to the next level? I have made so many sacrifices to be able to get to this place by putting other people first. That's what I do as a servant-driven leader. If you make that decision in your life to put other people first, guess what's going to happen? You're going to elevate, you're going to rise, and you're going to have all the blessings of life. So to finish this month, and you guys are quiet. You know why? You're listening. You're dialed in. I know it. I can feel it. 40 of you are dialed in right now. Because you know what you're saying? I don't want to miss out. I don't want to lose the opportunity. I don't want to be left out. I want to make this happen in my life. I know it. I can sense it. I can feel it. And you know what? You are in the right place with the right people at the right time. That doesn't always happen. It's hard to get in the right place with the right people at the right time. It's not easy. It isn't easy to do things like stand on stage in front of people, to make a video with people looking at you. It's not always easy. But you know what? Through experience, you get more confidence. And through confidence, you let go of doubt, insecurities. Through self-love and self-forgiveness and self-care, you let go of shame and guilt and regret, the things that are designed to hold you down. But don't let bitterness be your casket, because greatness is your destiny. So everyone here is in the same place at the same time, here for greatness in their life. So comment below, 2020 strong. And the way we're going to get there is to begin today, to begin enriching your life through connecting with other people, through learning, through growing, through listening, through making a commitment to serve rather than worried about what you don't have. And if you go watch day 2 of I Am Humble, you'll hear me. I'm saying I have to help other people first. I don't even have the resources to eat because the camera guy who's holding the camera, I got to make sure that him and his wife had the ability that day to go figure out if they're going to have a son or a daughter. Because I was like, they need the money to get to the hospital. That was literally where we were at. They need the gas money to get to the hospital. And so I wasn't able to eat that day. But that was the commitment that I made for greatness in my life. And you got to make a commitment for greatness in your life. So I love you. I appreciate each and every one of you. I'm going to put the link here for the contest. You got 31 days to win. Every person here can win. And I want to introduce the champions, the winners, the 2 people who decided to take a chance, take a risk, and they just showed up and worked hard. And all month long, there was a battle going on. And it was a battle of who was going to be able to overcome the uncertainty of what we have. Because we're a different company. People ask me all the time, hey, where's a comp plan? Do you have a comp plan video? No, I don't have a comp plan video. And it's a lot of you don't even know me. So you have to take a risk. I mean, is this guy going to pull out the carpet? But see, this is what I do know. I know that I'm here and I built this company because of disappointment. Because the last 2 companies that I was a successful 6-figure earner, they changed the genealogy overnight. They took my downline overnight. And I was devastated. You know what I knew I would never do? I would never do that to my people. I would never do that to my friends, my community, my affiliates. So I asked for trust from people. You're going to believe me, and I'm going to make sure that you get to the next level in life. And I'm super grateful that Lauren and Michael came in through faith, introduced by Alex, introduced through Apollo, and, just came and made a relentless commitment each and every day to share with their community, doing lives nonstop every single day. And I had no idea they were coming here yesterday. They walked in this door last night at 11 o'clock and we were shocked. My mom was acting super weird. She was acting like a little kid. She goes, yeah, tonight's a great night to stay up late and have hot cocoa. And I'm like, she's never said that. But I didn't think she had some secret surprise. And all of a sudden, the video is great. The best part of the video is me seeing Michael for the first time and hugging him. And he is a tall, gentle giant. I just jump up and hug him and he lifts me up and the video is so touching. And I was just like, wow, they drove all the way here to say hi to us. That's special. That's powerful. And they're unique individual leaders. We're grateful to have you both. Michael and Lauren, you got to hold this thing. I'm sure you know how to use it.
Hey, everyone. We are super grateful to be here just at the Heal House, enjoying meeting everybody for the first time in person.
Hold on. I'm sorry. Michael and Lauren. This audience is tough, man. We got a tough audience here. Woo! Say you gotta get the audience.
I gotta get them in there. So no, and it's just the energy that's here. What's really cool about being in the presence of other servant leaders is the calm energy that we get to experience. It's the things that aren't said that are communicated so strongly when you're in the presence of like-minded, like-visioned, like-hearted, like-souled
Like
people.
I like the word.
Yeah, and it's just that kind of energy you can't buy. You can't buy that. You can only find it by being present with yourself. That's when you can experience the energy that we get to experience with the people that we surround ourselves with. So to me, that's one of the biggest things that I would challenge each and every one of us to do is, who are you going to choose to align yourself with? What type of people, what type of energies, what type of influences are you going to choose to start right now, today, in December 1st, to make 2020 strong? And we can't be strong standing by ourselves.
Right.
We can only be strong standing together with everybody together. In fact, Stephen and everybody was just cheering us about winning the contest, this last contest. We got the new one just starting today. But if it wasn't for Lauren and I standing together and making a choice to do this together, I wouldn't have been able to achieve what I was able to achieve by myself. It was because we did it together. We had a team of people around us. We're all working together. Our entire AMP team working together. We were doing it as a team and as a family, and that is one of the best things you can experience in life.
Yeah. Refreshing and just amazing for
Yeah.
both of us. It's brought us closer. If you guys have the opportunity to work with family members, I mean, the way Steve and his family work together, the way we're working together, you know, there's other married couples here. It's
Right.
just, it's so awesome.
And
then
if you-
together we're one big family.
Right, and if you don't have a
partner,
partner, if you don't have a spouse, if you're just by
Be a
yourself,
part of the family.
come join the family.
That way.
That's what this is all about. It's creating something bigger than just one person. It's
Yep.
something that, was put on our hearts earlier this year, was to create something bigger than just ourselves. I was actually just sitting here eating some amazing pancakes that Stephen whipped up for us. I was going to challenge him to a pancake cook-off, but I've already conceded
You've already
because
lost, Steve.
I've already lost. They're absolutely delicious. What I was realizing is you don't know the path that God's already put you on right now. You just have to be open to experience whatever He's going to place in your path. And you got to be able to be willing to step into that path when that path presents itself. We started coming out to Florida for Lauren's treatments. She actually planned to see Claire back in April of this year, saying, hey, there's a doctor out in Florida. We never come to Florida.
Right.
We've been to Florida. This is our 5th time here, and that's what landed us even to be 4 hours away, to have the opportunity to say, you know what, as soon as we land in Fort Myers, we're hopping on our rental car. We're not going to our hotel that we have booked for the night. We're driving straight to Cocoa Beach, Florida, to be with our Heal
Our
family.
Yeah, we just felt so pulled.
Yeah, it
something
was.
pulled us to
It was a
Florida,
pulling.
like you said, with the treatments. I just felt so pulled to be here for that. And then it's just, I don't even have the words. Like, there's just been such power in the energy that's brought us here.
Yeah.
And just everything, the way God works is just so amazing. Every day I'm just in awe. And like last night, there were no hotel rooms. There's an art festival going on here. And Lala found a room because there was one cancellation. That's now our room. It's just it's just crazy,
Yeah.
How things were coming together. Like, we feel like we are meant to be here, and we're so grateful and blessed to be here. And and I'm grateful that we're listening. Like, I feel like we're learning how to listen to our hearts and to that spirit that's calling you to be somewhere. If your spirit is calling you to join this movement, to be a part of this community, please listen. You're hearing that and you're feeling that for a reason. I'm gonna get emotional because it's emotional and it's important. And your life could change, like, a lot for the better. And I did not see any of this coming a month ago.
Right.
We didn't even know about Heal.
Yeah.
And
It's been
I'm
less than a
sitting
month.
in a living room crying with people that I just met, you know? And it's like, but it's like good tears, happy tears, you know? We're just so, our life has changed overnight because of this community, and it just means everything. So come with us.
Yeah,
you know?
that's the beautiful thing about this. This isn't exclusive to just a few people that get to experience this. This is open. This is what God created for all of us to experience. And you don't have to be a certain status. You don't have to be a certain ethnic background. You don't have to live in a certain country. This is something that is innately created inside of us, that we're all created to experience. You just have to be open to experience it. No one person can force this on anybody. You are the only one. Stephen was saying that earlier. You are the one that has to choose. That's why he says it's on you. It's on you to be present, to open up your heart, to be able to experience this with us. We've got an amazing contest starting. That is just something to give us an extra little blessing on top of all the abundance that is right here waiting for you. And Stephen made a comment earlier that when we walked in last night, surprised him, he felt a little starstruck. Well, you know what? We're starstruck not because of any one human being. It's because the greatness that God's created inside of us is being shown so strongly that we all feel like we're starstruck because we're seeing the star of God in each one of us. And that, I believe, is the true, like, oh, wow, this is where we need to be. This is the people we want to be around.
Feels like home.
And it takes it even, away from even the business aspect of it. The business is just an aspect of it that allows us to be able to do and go and have the freedom that we want in life. But the real benefit, the real blessing, the real fruit of the labor and the seeds that are being planted right now is going to be, and already is, the people that we get to meet, the people that we get to communicate with, the people that we get to break bread with, the pancakes that we get to eat, the beach cakes. It's the
Breaking
experience.
beach cakes
Yeah,
together.
breaking beach cakes. Hashtag breaking beach cakes. I like that. So, Stephen, I really appreciate the opportunity to be here and just experience this with all of you. I'm excited for each and every one of you that is going to join us in the Heal movement in the month of December. It's going to be an amazing December that's going to propel us into the next decade. It's not just 2020. We're going into the next decade.
Yep.
And we are all here. You're here. If you're watching this, you're hearing it, you're here. You're at the right time, the right place, and the time is now.
Wow, I'm like, my eyes are... Keith, you should be here crying with me. Keith loves to cry. Well, Keith and Jamie, they're going to actually be here tonight. So they're arriving at midnight tonight. And, dude, you guys see what I got here? Look at this. I actually got some, where is it? Just for you, Louisiana coffee.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So I definitely won the cook-off. These things are so... They are, I got to be honest, for a gluten-free pancake, they're like soft, thick, and a little crispy.
Has a golden little crust to it.
Dude, the golden cakes are in the house. So it's a special moment, but there's the star in you, the star in you. That's what we recognize. Mm-hmm. That was very profound and something I'll always remember, because you see someone, and it's even, and when it's, I see me, the fullness of me in you. I think that's where we all are, the brother, sister thing. I mean, some people talk about it and they seek it, but they don't find it. So they're always like saying, brother, sister, tribe, community, to get around people that you really identify with. You see a reflection of who you want to be, who you want to be around, and you're surrounded by those people. It's the place to be.
Mm-hmm.
It's like falling in love with yourself.
Yeah, in this humble, powerful way, because you see the gentleness, you see the courage, fierce, the energy, the hunger, inside. I mean, it's inside of all of us. That it's there, but we lose it because of disappointment, because of struggle, because of shame, guilt, failures, insecurity. Insecurity is this thing that it's invisible. You only know it. And that's why you have to get around people that pull out the best in you, right? So you can get around people and they can remind you of who you really are. And that's where I'm going to say something about Lane. Lane was just a mountain man, we were calling him. He was in the mountains for 2 years. He went to the mountains to meet Lauren and I. And then he went on a journey. And I said to my mom about 6 months ago, he's on a similar journey that I was when I was there. Because I was alone, seeking, searching. And then when he came out of the mountains about 2 months ago, he said, look, I don't know where we're headed with this, but I'm going to move out of the place that I love more than anything. And I'm going to come and build Heal and be with the family and be around. And last night he said a prayer for us. There was every word in the prayer was powerful, profound, and on point. And Lane, I want to give you a chance if you want to share just a couple things with us. How life's going. You're now in the newest version of the Heal House. And as we've been calling him, the mailman always delivers. So up next, Lane Bethune, the mailman, always delivers.
What's up? What's up? I feel so special here. Oh, wait.
Here. You got to go like this. So you go like this.
I just wanted to show y'all this beautiful table real quick.
Okay. Then if you want to go up or down, you go like this.
Oh, okay. Got it. All this fancy stuff he got. I'm used to propping my phone on like a candle or something.
Yes. And yesterday, real quick, my dad and Lane, my dad just won the Surfing Hall of Fame. He was Shape Surfboards his whole entire life, and he was a professional surfer. And he just got inducted to the Surfing Hall of Fame yesterday. And he was out teaching Lane how to surf, basically, yesterday. And they were like, I seen Lane paddle. And we're like, go, paddle. And he gets up, it was like super smooth. Like, the board behind me reminded me of
He's too good. I felt horrible. I can snowboard like there's no tomorrow. Surfing, I was struggling. But, it's funny. I was sitting here because I knew I was going to get past the camera, and I always get thrown on the spot and not know what to say, right? And then it kind of hit me as I was sitting here and looking around the room. I first got into network marketing and online marketing stuff about 6 years ago. And at that time, I was really just struggling in life. I was a bad alcoholic. I used to drink like a fifth of Crown every night, trying to drown my sorrows away because I was miserable. And part of that was because of my job, and that daily routine that I was just living in. And I worked 12 hours a day in the heat, sweating just to go home and drink, to wake up again and do the same thing. It was just constant repetition for about 12 years or so. And that's when something just was like, there got to be more to life, right? And that's when I started looking around. I got into network marketing. And, when you first get in as like they say, a newbie, right? You come in, you don't really know people. And for me, Facebook is how I built most of my business and connected with people. And as I sit here in the room, it's so cool because some of these people don't even know, but I used to watch them online. When I was trying to transition, I was always doing network marketing, which if you don't know, it's a little different than affiliate marketing stuff, right? And so I was in the network marketing world, but I kept hearing everybody talk about capture pages and email lists and YouTube and all these things that none of my leaders had taught me. So I started looking around to try to see who was the top people in affiliate marketing. And a lot of these people, I watched their videos years ago, and I followed and I saw them in different companies. And, I always felt like, I was just like a nobody, right? Nobody knew me. I wasn't the big man in the industry and all. And as I sit here today, humbled, I'm in the room with greatness, with all these people that I used to look up to and watch. And, when that happens, it's like a shift in your mind happens, and you start to think, hey, maybe I can do this, you know what I'm saying? And that's what I want to share with y'all. We all started as a newbie, at the bottom, not knowing anything. But it's your drive and your heart and your dedication to wanting to help people that can end up putting you in a room like me with all of these legends in their own industries, right? And I'm just grateful and happy for that. And I remember the first time it ever happened to me in the network marketing world. This is the first time I meet most of these leaders in the affiliate world. But in the network marketing world, I remember it was about 4 years ago. And I had done pretty good as a newbie. I didn't know what I was doing, and I did really well in my first company. And one of my friends took me to the ANMP, which is the Association of Network Marketing Professionals. And it's where all the who's who of network marketing go. And one of my friends started to introduce me to all of these, top leaders and all these people. And it was the first time ever that I started to believe I deserve to be here, and I sat with these millionaires that I used to be starstruck, and I just sat down and chopped it up with them like they were just normal people. And that's when the shift happened for me. And now to be here doing it with leaders in the affiliate world, it's just the best feeling ever. My confidence is higher than ever. And I just want y'all to know that it's possible for any of you watching. If I could do it, I was a horrible. I'm telling you right now, if any of these people in this room knew me back then, they wouldn't be sitting in the room with me. I was a horrible person. I was the blackout drunk alcoholic that everybody hated. When you walked in a bar, you're like, oh God, this guy's going to punch somebody in the face. And I was just not a good person, right? And this industry and being around people like this has shifted my life and shaped me into a better person. And I'm going to end it with this. They say you become the 5 people you hang around most. The people in this room are some of the best people I've ever been around, and it's helping to create a new version of myself to where now I can go out and do the same thing for many of you and people watching this, right? So that's what I wanted to share. Just focus on what you want. Design your own life. Don't live the life that other people say you have to live, right? Everybody in my family thought I was crazy. They thought I was doing one of these scams. I'm crazy. What am I doing? Go get a real job, all this stuff. And guess what? Now I'm in this house with all of these amazing people having the best day of my life because I didn't listen to none of them, all right? So chase your dreams, baby. All right, now I'm going to pass this off before I get too crazy. Who's next? Everybody's hiding. We're going to give it to my man, Mr. Paulo Barroso.
Introduce him. I want to go properly.
How?
Just do it. You got to come up with something.
All right, so.
Everyone has to properly.
Like I said, yeah, now I got it, right? So. Like I said, when I said I used to watch people and they didn't know, this is actually one of the guys that I used to watch and I used to follow. And he has an incredible story right now, and I want to congratulate him because since I've been down here this past week or so, I've gotten to basically kind of live together in the same house with him and watch him and help him with his recovery and stuff. And this man was still able to do $10,000 this month in the hospital, recovering. And a lot of them, actually, all of these leaders in the house right now that I got to meet and spend time with is all because of this guy right here.
Yeah.
And he is one of the most humble, just amazing guys that I've ever met. So I want to give the camera to him now and let him share some words with y'all. Everybody give it up for Paulo Barroso!
How are you all doing, guys? I'm going to be really brief because I'm still recovering, and when I speak, I still get tired and all that, so I'm not going to stay too long. But I just wanted to say hi to you all. Ace and Rich, what's going on, guys? Woo! Lovely to see you, man. How's my hair, man? What's going on here? Oh my God.
You look great.
I'm not camera ready for this, but there you go. I just want to, you know what, guys? I used to be really nervous to come on camera and do lives and all that because I always thought it was about me and how I look and how I speak and all that. You know what? What do I do, guys, to take myself out of the equation? I always think about, okay, well, how can I serve? Instead of just thinking about me and how do I look and put all the focus on me. So for some of you who are introverted like me, just take yourselves out of the equation and think, it doesn't matter how I look, it doesn't matter how I talk. What it matters is how much value and of service I can be to you guys. And that's why I'm here. So that's one of the things that I do to take myself out of the equation and really serve you all. So how can I best serve you? Best way that I would, if I was you guys and you were to spread the word of Heal and you were to bring more people into your team and you were to do well in Heal, just spread the word. You know, if you don't want to do videos, if you don't want to do Facebook ads because it's all complicated and you don't want to do, you know, whatever, solo ads and, you know, all that traffic stuff, which, by the way, I will be teaching you all how to do that in a very, very simple way. Just spread the word. You know, it's like you go to a movie, right? And you would really enjoy that movie and you're all excited. And then you share that movie with your friends. Do the same with Heal. You know, just tell everyone. Just make a commitment that every day you got to share Heal with one person and one person only. You know, share your experience. Get excited. Show up. Did you know that just being successful, 50% is just by showing up? Just show up to the events. Show up to the lives. Just be involved. Learn more about Heal. Even if you're still not sure, what is Heal? What's Heal all about? You know, I didn't know what Heal was all about when I first started like 3-4 weeks ago. You know, just show up, get committed, make a commitment, plant your flag here. Don't do it just at 50%. Go like 100%. Go all in. You know, mentally, just go all in. Get involved. And then just share because your enthusiasm, people will feel you. As you are so enthusiastic and you spread the word of Heal, people really feel it and they feel attracted to you. So that's my 5 cents for today. I don't want to stay here too long on this camera because I'm already exhausted, but I just want to thank you all for all your prayers. And we're on to something really special here. I want you guys to know that we're on to something really special. So stick around, don't go anywhere, don't lose your focus. Stick here, plant your flag, stay focused because we got to have an amazing 2020. We are surrounded by incredible leaders. I can't even begin to describe the feelings I'm having right now and what the future is because I can see Heal really taking off. So if you want to come on the ride with us and meet us in a flash and come to the events and be part of a community that there is no other, and I've been, as you guys know, I've been around for 10 years now, so I've been part of a lot of communities, and I can sincerely say that I've never, ever, ever seen a community like Heal. So if you want to be part of something really, really great, stick around, guys, and you will see what's going to happen. Love you guys. Thank you so much for your prayers, and I'll see you on the next live. Take it easy. Bye-bye.
Now I'm going to introduce my youngest son, Mr. Paul Munson. And of course, Stephen's going to help here. Well, I'm going to give him one too. Paul is a co-founder of Heal in a shack with no Wi-Fi. You can continue.
No, Paul's definitely the guy I'm the most proud of in the room. Not because he's my brother, but because of his effort and his enthusiasm in the last week. That every single night around 8 or 9 or 10 or 11 or 12 o'clock at night, he said, Stephen, are you able to jump on the phone with someone? And every time, this is someone way outside of our league, right? Someone who's a professional surfer, a professional fighter, somebody who has major influence that Paul doesn't personally know. And what he had been doing is slowly, quietly creating relationships with people that probably made him uncomfortable for a while. And I get on the phone, and these people are amazing. And to hear them, just to see what can happen when someone has enough courage and works relentlessly. I'm sure what was going on, he worked all day, he owns a business, He puts his son to bed. He's got another child coming on the way. And they all go to bed. The family goes to bed. And he probably gets on the phone. And he's like, all right, let me get this video out to this. And I won't say anybody's names. And then let me get him on the phone with my brother Stephen. And then every day it's been happening. And I know huge things are coming in Paul's life in business, in family, health, freedom. I foresee, I do believe, I know next year him and his family are going to be jet setting. They're going to be living in great places, surfing, snowboarding, hiking mountains, climbing into the forest, the jungles, building tree forts, you name it. Paul Munson is in the house.
Wow, what an introduction. It's great to, wow, what's up with this camera? It's awesome to be here. Thank you for that introduction. It's amazing to be surrounded by so many great people, awesome marketers. Just, this is really just a dream come true. Heal, just like my shirt says, faith. I've never lost faith in Heal. I don't know if anybody knows, but about 4 years ago, when we first tried to launch Heal in Cocoa Beach, we thought we were ready to launch it. However, we weren't. We had kind of a crummy website put in place, and we invited about 100 people to what was the Heal House back then. And it was just a disaster, honestly. About 50 people signed up, and it was kind of just a letdown, after Stephen and I had worked so hard on it, and we just went through so many trials and tribulations, and we hired probably like 4 or 5 different people to do the website, got taken for $20,000-$30,000, and it just never worked out. But at the time, I didn't understand why the company didn't work, because I just knew that it was like such a powerful message, and I just always knew Stephen just had something very special that the world needed to see, and that, that he could help so many people. So at the time, I didn't understand. It was very frustrating. We were both let down, but we both held faith in the company. We just kept trucking at it and knew one day if it wasn't Heal, something else would take off. But it's just awesome to be, at this point in the company. So many great people. The products are helping people, and it's just a lifestyle. It's just, and I'm just stoked. I'm excited, and I just want to encourage you, if you've been watching us, just to get involved. Just create a free account at least. Just log in and just see what we've been working 6+ years on creating. It encompasses all of the best products. We have an awesome website team. And it's just everything's coming into place. So I'm not going to stay on too long here, but I'm just excited. I'm stoked. And just join, just get in, create an account, a free account, and just see what happens. And I hope to see you in there. And I'm going to pass it off to someone else.
All right.
And I'm not the greatest speaker. I suffer with anxiety. A lot of times I have problems explaining what's in my heart, like through my mouth, but I do my best.
Well, but see, that isn't true. Because you hear what he just said? Well, the thing is, we think we do, but we don't, because when you just said it, that was opposite of what you were saying that you can't do. And when you talk, people don't even remember words. Only 7% of words we remember. But it's a feeling. By a show of hands, who here in the room feels his passion, his conviction, you know, like, so everybody, dude.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Awesome job.
Will you guys say hi? Yes. Okay, I'm going to introduce our last special guest, who were our house guests last night, because Keith and Jamie, I think they had to chop down a tree. Keith, you knew I was coming back to get you, didn't you, brother? I'm like, Keith, why didn't you fly in on Saturday? You know, and he's like, oh, I think I got to chop down a tree or something. I'm like, oh, great story, brother. But then I was thinking about what Lauren was just saying about how we don't really, they made their appointment in April. You don't know where you're going to be, or you don't always know how we're connecting. But last night, because Keith and Jamie were here, they're getting here tonight, the guest, the master suite was available. And I was talking to Paulo, and he's like, hey, Paulina and Michael live in Delray. They're going to come up. I'm like, that's awesome. I haven't seen them. And I started to think about it. Haven't seen them since 2013, 2014. And last night we were kind of catching up on when they met in person was the same event that I had a chance to speak on, that I spoke about spiritual currency. And at a marketing event, you don't always talk about spiritual currency. It was kind of a rare topic. I don't know why I picked that topic, but the person after me talked about conversions, and the person before me talked about marketing and making money. The reason I picked that topic was I said we have to cash in on the intangible of life, and that we have to build relationships way beyond money. And so I was super grateful that I knew that they were coming up, and they just showed up. I don't even think they've heard of Heal till yesterday. And we're like, hey, check out the community. You're going to love it. We're going to have pancakes and water and hang out and laugh and have fun. And they stayed up basically all night with us. So Paulina and Michael, just say a couple words. Thank you both for being here.
Tell how big of a marketer he is.
You got to hold the handle.
That's the whole system here. All right, maybe hold it.
All right, I'll hold it. You thought I'll hold.
Hi, everyone.
Hello.
Well, actually, I heard about Heal, but I didn't know what it's all about. You know, I'm like, okay, you know, Heal, and I didn't know the products, but I had this, you know, that intuition that it's something good. Yeah. And yesterday when I came, it kind of proved me right that my intuition, you know, the energy that I felt is, you know, it's really good. It feels like, how would you say that? Like, you know, some people, they just push in their companies, they push in their products, and they kind of trying, you know, to sell something. But when we come here, like, it just feels like you believe in what you're doing it from your heart. It's not just business. It feels like, you know, real community. It feels home. So I've been out of internet marketing industry for a year, and like I wouldn't think that I would even want to consider to join something. But if I would totally join this company because it feels really good. Yeah.
That's beautiful.
Absolutely. It's like Paulina says, you know, yeah, it feels like a community, and we didn't really know what it was all about, but just being here and connecting and reconnecting with a lot of old friends who we met, and, you know, we met them at the events, right? We actually met at the event too, but that's another story. But yeah, it's just awesome being around people who think different, who are going somewhere, and yeah, just the whole message feels good, you know. I like the word even, heal. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Awesome.
This thing's a little funky. Everyone's holding this cam thing, glide cam. It's kind of interesting, but you all did phenomenal with it. So we're gonna wrap it up, and I know Lala thinks she's getting off the hook today. We're coming right back to the queen, the matriarch of the family, the one who always makes it happen, shows up with all the energy. But besides being the superstar mom or great leader, you know what? I'm about to get teary-eyed. She's a student of the game. She's a student. Every day, I see her watching another video. You know what? She's the only person who I've literally mentioned anything and everything, and she's always given it a shot. The only thing she hasn't successfully pulled off doing is
Sharing my link.
no taping. I tape my mouth at night to do forced nasal breathing, and I did that through a book I learned about Oxygen Advantage. That's the only thing she hasn't successfully done. Everything else, stellar, on top, works out every day, goes to the gym, 63 years old, super fit, exceptional in every sense of the word. She gets all of us who can get off track a little bit into kid zone on target. I mean, she's got Lane working, Chanel working, Paul working, me, Gabe, all of us. Paulo, get Paulo to the house immediately. You know, so she's being a mom while she's being a servant-driven leader, while she's being a student. And that's a great lesson for everybody. You never get too high to keep learning. And you are a true leader to all of us, Lala. Yeah. We love you, and we're ready to hear what's next for the Lala Show.
Yeah, baby. Well, thank you, Stephen. So I'm very excited about Heal, and why wouldn't I be? Because I have a lot of dreams. I want to travel. I got it. Stephen had to teach me how to use this camera in Greece. Anyway, I have a lot of dreams that are unfulfilled still in my life at 63. And what am I going to do? Am I going to follow all the people that are walking around all tired and grumpy in Cocoa Beach or the U.S.? No. I'm going to follow people that are going somewhere. It's just like when I got into Amway when Stephen was brought home from the hospital. He was 2 weeks old. We were building an Amway dream. And, it was kind of amazing that we sponsored 15 people and we made $2,000 a month for forever. So I grew up in a world of high money. My dad went to Harvard on a scholarship. He knew all the people in the world. He was married in the Queen's Church of the Savoy to my stepmother. He was worth $29 million when he died in a plane crash. He worked for Ronald Reagan. There's 7 books written about him. And I'm sitting there going, wow, well, he's not here anymore, is he? Did he create a legacy for his children? Well, he left us some money, but, we don't even have it at this particular moment. And Stephen and I are actually laughing when we were in Key West. We were because I think my sisters and I are each getting $6 million. We're $6 million isn't even a lot of money anymore. But, see, the thing about it is in life, you can look around the world and you can identify your dreams, and either you can pursue your dreams or you can make excuses not to. But every decision is a decision. So if you make a decision, I can't decide today if I'm going to go to the gym. I'll decide tomorrow. Well, you just made a decision not to go to the gym. Or, I'm going to go on a diet tomorrow. Well, you just made a decision to gain more weight. Or, I'm going to go out drinking with all my friends. I'll quit drinking tomorrow. Well, you just made a decision to be a drinker. And I know I've had some events in my life where I just lost my mother 3 years ago. It was sorry. Anyway, I just lost my mother 3 years ago, and it was really hard. But I made a decision right then and there. I was like, you know what? My mother was a missionary. She traveled to Israel. She traveled around the world. And her leadership was all about helping others. Her life was dedicated to helping others. It wasn't all about how much money am I going to make? How rich am I going to be? How much money am I going to spend on my big house? Or her currency was spiritual currency. And that was her legacy to me. And that's going to be my legacy to my kids and to my friends. And it was to her friends too. So I don't want the rest of my life to be a life of being trapped in, I'm 63. Well, my dad died when he was 61. My mother died when she was 80. And I'm just glad I lived life with her, because I was already on to the vision with Heal. Stephen gave, when we were launching Heal, she was always there for the kids. We had no idea that she was sick. And so she turned 80, and when on her 80th birthday, right before that, even though I didn't have a lot of money, but I had a dream. So my dream was my mom went to Israel 24 times. I figured out a way to send her 25 times. I got her a buddy pass with my friend. She went to Israel. She died 1 year later. And so after she came back from Israel, I sent her to Beaver Creek where I was, and on her 80th birthday, we went on every single ski lift in the resort. Every single one. I took her around. I did 25 birthday cakes, and I have a recording today. Mom, this is so exciting. I can't wait to live life with you until you're 90 doing this. She goes, Lala, I'm not going to live till I'm 90. I said, don't say that. Anyway, so I'm glad I had a dream to spend with my loved ones and didn't waste any time building a life. So I didn't. And so I'm really, really grateful to this day that I had those moments with her, and that we lived our life together, and she died, and now we're building a dream for our friends and our family, and it's going to be a great thing. So I'm really appreciative and grateful, and I love everybody, and I can't wait to see you guys on the cruise ships. I can't wait to see you guys swimming in the crystal clear sea. I can't wait to see you guys climbing mountains, snow skiing, riding horses, living on organic food, and travel. It's going to be such a blessing. All right, so that's it.
Fantastic.
Thanks.
All right, I didn't know we were all going to do speeches and everyone, no one knew. This wasn't planned. No, that was perfect.
Oh, okay.
Perfect. No one knew that we were going to be talking. Obviously, we're not professional presenters or actors. We're just everybody speaking from the heart, and we're making things happen. We're just having fun. So the elements of heal, health, wealth, love, happiness, faith, family, fun. And we're going to go have some fun. We're going to go just, walk across the street. There's a park. Just check out the ocean. Maybe jump in the water, or just look at the sun, the beach, the boardwalks, the birds. I just saw a beautiful butterfly out there. And, nature is powerful because it can teach you so many great lessons. Nature never rushes, and nature always finishes. And so yesterday, I was telling Lane, I go, you know what? I am in this place where all I want to do is enjoy the process. I don't want to miss out on enjoying the process of getting more merchant accounts, the process when I couldn't get a merchant accounts. In 2016, I got denied every time. The process of learning how to build a funnel, the process of learning your messaging, your branding, making a logo. When Paul said we lost $80,000, not 20, but we spent about $80,000 on a logo. And even though we bought a system and we thought it was going to work, that day after we launched Heal in Cocoa Beach in 2015, I called Eric and Vince that day. And I said, hey, guys, can you help me make a system? We got people who want to buy. They filled out the form last night, but our system won't work. And they're like, yeah, we like what you're doing. And they had no idea that this was going to be a 4-year ride just to get to the place where we could start it. Because when they started with us, they thought it was going to be like a 4-week thing. And they told me, it's going to take you more than 2 days to do this. I mean, we need normally 6 months, but we can do something for you in 4 to 6 weeks. And I remember 4 to 6 weeks later, Eric brings in this, and they say, hey, we want you to watch this on a big screen. And we opened it up. I'm like, it's beautiful. And I was so happy. And then I came to the realization that the merchant account denied me again. The impossible, right? I can't even charge these people. So nonetheless, 3 years went by, okay? And we persevered and we made it happen. So when Lane says, just share it with one person, he started off brand new. Same thing Paulo said. Same thing Paul said. We all started off new. No one went to school and said, hey, I'm going to be an internet marketer. I'm going to be a social media influencer. I'm going to learn how to make funnels and drive traffic. No one went to school and said that. You wanted to be a scientist or a doctor or a lawyer if you're going to do something prestigious, or you wanted to go to space if you're going to do something out of this world. But no one said I want to be a social media influencer. No one said I wanted to learn how to, drive traffic or build a list. Those things weren't talked about. But all of us wanted freedom, and we were like, how can I be free? How can I have freedom? Family freedom, time freedom, financial freedom. Those are the three elements of it. And you have to leverage your time, your treasures, and your talents. And we built a community that has great commerce and powerful content that elevates people and takes them to the next level. So Ace and Rich, we are like, I can't wait to meet both of you because I was just laughing. Like, I didn't think I was going to meet them until the 17th. And now we get to meet Ace and Rich and their son on the 14th in January, where we're going to be celebrating the first competition. And look, they did this competition not knowing the outcome, because their prize, their bounty, was a lifetime partnership with us on a product we were developing. It's going to pay off big time. However, they didn't know that when they got started. They just wanted, to build the community. And now if you win first place, you win $5,000. Whoever wins first place, it begins now. It's already started. It started this morning. And whoever gets second place wins $2,000. Whoever gets third place, I think it's 1,000, 500, 250, 100, 100, 100, 100, 100, 100, 15, down 15 winners. So we'll have 15 winners. And we can finish this year strong. We can break free. You could start a business. You could restore your health. You can restore your finances. Or you can simply, which most people are here only to become their greatest, to have peace and happiness in their life. That's why most people are here. The majority of you are here because you just want to be part of something that matters. You want to make an impact in the world. You want to do something with your life. You want to leave a legacy. So the reason we share you so many stories is so you can know this isn't a fly-by-night thing. This isn't something we just made up and that's going to disappear tomorrow. We are here to stay, and we're going to make an impact in the world. So let's begin today a huge, prosperous day, and we're going to go down to the beach. So I like to end it with, what time is it? It's time to heal. Every second, every minute, every hour, and every day. It's on you. Yes, baby.